The fact that you clicked on this video says a lot about the state of your pineal gland. You've already started waking up. This topic is not for everyone, meaning your pineal gland is in the process of decalcifying, or to put it simply, your third eye is beginning to open. If you weren't in the process of awakening, trust me, you wouldn't have clicked on this video. It might have appeared before your eyes, but you wouldn't have seen it. In the next few minutes, I will show you how to fully decalcify your pineal gland. What's more, in the next few seconds, I will show you a video with Santo Bonacci that will help you understand the importance of your pineal gland. You'll be amazed by this analogy. Let's watch this video, and then I will explain in detail the whole process of awakening and what exactly you need to do. I'll tell you how you were programmed in your first 7 years of life, how to erase bad programs from your subconscious mind, and how to reprogram your subconscious to get exactly what you want without struggle, which is probably the opposite to what you're used to. Now, pay attention to this video.
The pineal gland is the third eye. When you read the story of Pinocchio, Pinocchio has two words, pine, P-I-N, pineal gland, and occhio is ocular. Occhio in Italian is eye. That's why you go to an oculist. So Pinocchio means the pineal gland. So Pinocchio is a puppet. He's not a real person. In order to become a real person, to ascend, you have to activate your pineal gland. You have to stop telling lies, because everyone sees your nose grow every time you tell a lie. You have to stop being deceived by your friends. You have to stop going to the circuses and the shows, as all the philosophers have ever said, getting drunk, intoxicated with drugs, and to be sober. So the pineal gland is the third eye, and it's our highest consciousness. So if you want to be real, just read the story of Pinocchio and activate your Pinocchio.
This tiny, pine cone-shaped organ has intrigued both scientists and spiritual seekers. Located deep within the brain, it secretes melatonin and regulates sleep patterns. But to mystics and philosophers, the pineal gland is a third eye, a spiritual organ providing perception beyond ordinary sight. Ancient civilizations like the Egyptians symbolized it through the eye of Horus, a mystical emblem of enlightenment and insight. Now, consider Pinocchio, the wooden puppet manipulated by strings. These strings can be seen as the limitations of human consciousness, tied to physical senses and societal norms. In the story, Pinocchio yearns for freedom and transformation, much like the human soul aims for higher states of consciousness. The character of the blue fairy in Pinocchio's tale can be interpreted as a divine intervention or spiritual guide that helps us activate our pineal gland. She sets Pinocchio on a path to becoming real, which can be equated with awakening one's inner sight or third eye. Just as Pinocchio needs to demonstrate moral integrity to become a real boy, spiritual practices like meditation, ethical living, and mindfulness are often recommended for activating the pineal gland. Pinocchio's notorious growing nose when he lies can also be symbolically linked to the concept of illusion that clouds our real vision. When we are not truthful to ourselves or live in ignorance, our inner sight, or third eye, remains dormant, much like Pinocchio remaining wooden and lifeless. The act of lying can be likened to the calcification of the pineal gland, a condition that many believe hampers its proper function. As Pinocchio learns to navigate moral complexities, he inches closer to becoming a real boy. Similarly, as we rid ourselves of the illusions that bind us, we get closer to activating our pineal gland and opening our third eye. Once this transformation is complete, both Pinocchio and the individual attain a state of freedom and higher understanding. This image shows us how a calcified pineal gland looks. The calcification is a process where calcium phosphate crystals accumulate in the gland, potentially affecting its function. Several factors contribute to this phenomenon, and it is often linked to modern lifestyle choices and environmental factors. One of the most discussed contributors is fluoride, a compound found in many public water supplies and dental products. Fluoride has a high affinity for the pineal gland and can accumulate there over time. Studies have shown that this accumulation may lead to the formation of calcium phosphate crystals, contributing to calcification. Diet is another significant factor. Consumption of processed foods that are high in preservatives, additives, and refined sugar can increase the level of toxins. These toxins may contribute to calcification by causing inflammation and oxidative stress, creating an environment where calcium deposits are more likely to form. Additionally, exposure to heavy metals such as lead, mercury, and cadmium can contribute to pineal gland calcification. These metals are often found in air pollution, fish, and even some dental fillings. Once they enter the body, they can be stored in various tissues, including the pineal gland, where they may interact with calcium and other minerals to form deposits. Age also plays a role in calcification. As people grow older, the rate of calcification tends to increase, although the reason for this correlation is not entirely clear. Hormonal changes and longer exposure to contributing factors could be potential explanations. Other lifestyle choices, such as excessive alcohol consumption and tobacco use, may also facilitate calcification. Both of these substances can cause inflammation and oxidative stress, which can lead to an environment conducive to calcium deposits. Some medications, particularly antacids and certain types of antibiotics that are high in calcium, aluminium, and other minerals, may also contribute to calcification when taken in excess or for extended periods. Fluoride's role in the pineal gland's calcification has been a subject of concern and study. In the United States, fluoride is added to public water supplies as a measure to promote dental health. This fluoridated water is often provided in schools, exposing children to fluoride from a young age. While the intention behind water fluoridation is to reduce tooth decay, its effects on the other parts of the body, including the pineal gland, are not fully understood and are subject of ongoing research. Fluoride has a strong affinity for calcified tissues, and the pineal gland, being a calcifying tissue, readily absorbs and stores fluoride. Over time, the accumulation of fluoride can facilitate the formation of calcium phosphate crystals within the gland, contributing to calcification. This is particularly concerning for children whose pineal glands are still in the developmental stage. Early onset of calcification could theoretically impact the gland's future functionality, although more research is needed to fully understand these implications. In animal studies, high levels of fluoride exposure have been linked to altered melatonin production and other hormonal changes, which are primarily regulated by the pineal gland. If similar effects occur in humans, this could have a cascade of impact, from disrupted sleep patterns to affecting various biological processes regulated by melatonin. The potential risks have led some experts and advocacy groups to question the widespread use of fluoridated water, particularly in schools where children are still developing. While dental organizations generally support water fluoridation for its benefits in reducing tooth decay, the practice remains controversial due to the concerns about its systemic effect, including potential pineal gland calcification. It's worth noting that not all research confirms a direct link between fluoride and pineal gland calcification, and the topic is the subject of ongoing debate in the scientific community. However, the concern over the additive effects of lifelong exposure beginning in childhood continues to be a point of discussion. One of the most prominent symptoms is disrupted sleep patterns. The pineal gland is responsible for producing melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. Calcification could potentially reduce the gland's ability to produce this hormone, leading to insomnia, frequent waking during the night, or irregular sleep cycles. Another symptom is a decline in cognitive functions like memory, focus, and attention. Though research on this topic is limited, the pineal gland has been thought to play a role in cognitive health. Calcification could potentially interfere with the gland's ability to contribute to neurotransmitter balance, affecting your mental clarity. Mood swings and depressive symptoms could also signal issues with the pineal gland. Reduced melatonin production may not only affect sleep, but also contribute to mood imbalances as melatonin interacts with serotonin, another neurotransmitter responsible for regulating mood. Fatigue and low energy levels are also commonly reported symptoms. Because the pineal gland plays a role in regulating circadian rhythms, calcification could disrupt these natural cycles, leading to a constant feeling of tiredness or lack of energy. Reduced intuition or difficulty in making decisions may also be indicative. In esoteric traditions, the pineal gland, or third eye, is considered the center of intuition and foresight. While this is less studied in the scientific community, many people who undergo processes to decalcify the pineal gland report increased intuitive abilities. Physical symptoms like headaches and migraines could also be linked. The pineal gland is located near severe nerve pathways, and its calcification could potentially cause or exacerbate headaches. Here are some commonly recommended ways to decalcify the pineal gland. One of the simplest steps you can take is to drink filtered water that removes fluoride and other harmful chemicals. This can reduce the accumulation of substances that contribute to calcification. Consuming organic foods rich in antioxidants can help counteract the effects of calcification. Foods rich in essential nutrients like vitamin K2, magnesium, and iodine can be particularly helpful. Some people use natural supplements like chlorella, spirulina, and wheatgrass to aid in decalcification. These supplements are believed to detoxify the body and may help in breaking down calcium phosphate. Processed foods often contain additives and preservatives that contribute to calcification. Cutting them out of your diet can be beneficial. Using fluoride-free toothpaste and mouthwash can also reduce your exposure. If you live in an area where the water supply is fluoridated, consider using a water filtration system that removes fluoride. Both substances can contribute to pineal gland calcification, so reducing or eliminating them can help in decalcification. Though less scientifically supported, many believe that spiritual practices like meditation and yoga can help in activating the pineal gland and might aid in its decalcification. Some people recommend spending time in natural sunlight to stimulate the pineal gland. The gland is sensitive to light, and natural sunlight can help regulate its functions, including melatonin production. Herbs like mugwort, gotu kola, and ginkgo biloba are often cited as natural remedies that can help decalcify the pineal gland. Always consult a healthcare provider before beginning any herbal treatment. Certain frequencies and vibrations, such as those produced by singing bowls or chanting, are believed to stimulate the pineal gland. This is more rooted in spiritual traditions than scientific research, but is practiced by many. Physical activity increases blood flow throughout the body, including the brain, which could potentially aid in the process of decalcification. The experience of decalcifying the pineal gland and opening the third eye is subjective and can vary from person to person. However, many people who engage in practices aimed at achieving this report a range of mental, emotional, and spiritual changes. Here are some of the commonly reported feelings and experiences. Since the pineal gland produces melatonin, decalcifying it may lead to better sleep patterns and improved quality of sleep. You might find it easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling refreshed. The third eye is often linked to intuition and heightened awareness. After decalcification, you might find yourself more in tune with your surroundings and better at picking up on subtle cues. Many people report that they experience a surge in creativity, finding it easier to think outside the box and come up with new ideas. Improved mental clarity and focus are often cited benefits. Tasks may seem easier, and you might find that you're more efficient and effective in your work and daily activities. Some people experience better mood and emotional stability, possibly due to the gland's role in regulating serotonin and melatonin, which impact mood. Increased intuition and clarity can lead to a deepening of spiritual practices and insights. Some people report experiencing more profound meditations, a stronger connection to a higher power, or increased synchronicities in their lives. It's common to hear reports of enhanced sensory experiences. Colors may seem more vivid, sounds more clear, and touch more sensitive. Many individuals note a significant reduction in stress and anxiety levels, possibly due to improved hormone regulation and increased feelings of connectedness and awareness. While less commonly discussed, some people also report feeling physically healthier, attributing this to the gland's role in regulating various bodily functions. With heightened intuition and emotional balance, you may find that your perspective on various aspects of life starts to shift. You may experience greater empathy, understanding, and a sense of interconnectedness with all life forms. Many describe the experience as a form of awakening, where they feel more alive and more in tune with the universe. Sound therapy, often using instruments like singing bowls or vocal chanting, has long been thought to stimulate the pineal gland and help open the third eye. This idea is deeply embedded in spiritual and esoteric traditions, although scientific research on the topic is limited. The underlying concept is that the pineal gland has its natural frequency, and exposing it to external sounds that resonate at or near this frequency can activate it. When harmonic vibrations are introduced through sound, they bring a sense of balance and harmony to the body. This balancing effect is thought to extend to the pineal gland, potentially helping in its decalcification and activation. In a way, the brain itself tunes into these vibrations. Different frequencies can induce different brainwave states: alpha for relaxation, beta for alertness, and theta for deep meditation. It's particularly the theta state that has been linked with encouraging the pineal gland to become more active, leading to enhanced states of intuition and insight. These vibrations also lead to increased blood flow to the brain, which could aid in removing calcification deposits from the pineal gland. The stress-reducing nature of sound therapy can further impact the gland positively by reducing hormones that might inhibit its function. In a deeply relaxed state, individuals can connect spiritually with their inner selves and the universe at large. This form of connection is thought to stimulate the third eye, making it more receptive to higher forms of knowledge and wisdom. Additionally, heightened perception and understanding of oneself and the environment are commonly reported after sound therapy. People describe an increase in intuitive thought, deeper insights, and even foresight, which are often attributed to the activation of the third eye. In some cases, the vibrations are said to induce altered states of consciousness, facilitating experiences like lucid dreaming or deep meditative states. These altered states have been traditionally associated with an activated third eye. Ancient spiritual traditions, including Hinduism and Buddhism, have used chanting and sounds as tools for spiritual awakening for millennia. In these practices, sound is considered a direct path to attune the body's vibration with that of the universe, thereby facilitating the opening of the third eye. The concept of brainwave states is intriguing, especially when considering their role in accessing and programming the subconscious mind. Delta waves, ranging from 0.5 to 4 Hz, are the slowest brainwave frequencies, are generally linked to deep, dreamless sleep. It's thought that during this state, the subconscious mind is highly active in processing the day's experiences and forming memories. Some believe this is a crucial time for subconscious programming, where deeply held beliefs and patterns are either reinforced or modified. Theta waves range from 4 to 8 Hz, which are common during deep meditation and the early stages of sleep, are of particular interest in the context of the subconscious mind. This is often described as the twilight state, just between being awake and asleep. In this state, you are thought to have easier access to the subconscious mind and are more susceptible to new programs. Many practitioners of hypnotherapy aim to induce a theta state in their clients to suggest positive changes, whether that's quitting smoking or overcoming a fear. Theta is seen as the gateway to learning and memory. Thus, new beliefs can be more easily ingrained during this state. Stay with me, because later I will share a powerful technique to reprogram your subconscious mind. Alpha waves are associated with a relaxed but alert state of mind and are often considered the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. During activities like light meditation or even daydreaming, alpha waves dominate. This state allows for the crosstalk between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, making it a good time for affirmations and positive self-talk. In fact, many visualization exercises are designed to put you in an alpha state where you're relaxed enough to let your subconscious mind take over. Beta waves dominate our waking state and are associated with logical thinking and critical reasoning. While this state is necessary for daily functioning, it's not the optimal state for programming the subconscious mind. That's because the critical filter of the conscious mind, which often rejects ideas that are not in line with current beliefs, is active during this state.
How can an infant, a young kid, learn these rules? They can't go to school, they can't read the book and all that. And I say, you don't have to. Nature provided THETA hypnosis so that they can observe the parents, the family, and the community. Just observe their behavior and download those as programs. Age 7, then that's when they start to become more conscious and engaging themselves. So the first 7 years is programming, and then after that, we play, actually, unfortunately, 5% of our life from our creative conscious mind, 95% from the program. 400 years, the Jesuits have told their followers, give me a child until it is 7, and I will show you the man. And what they knew is exactly what we just said. First 7 years is programming, but after age 7, 95% of your life is coming from that program. So if you can program the child for the first 7 years, then the rest of the life of that child is actually an expression of that program.
The notion that children primarily operate in the theta brainwave state the first 7 years of life has gained considerable attention, particularly in psychology and neuroscience. This theta state is often associated with heightened plasticity or adaptability, providing a fertile ground for subconscious programming. It's during these formative years that many of our core beliefs, habits, and worldviews are formed. In this theta-dominant state, children are like sponges, absorbing the beliefs, attitudes, and cultural norms of their environment. They're more open to influence and learn rapidly from observing and mimicking adults and other children. Because the conscious, logical part of their brain hasn't fully developed, they are less able to critically analyze or question the information they receive. In essence, the critical filter that adults possess is virtually absent in young children, making them more suggestible and open to programming. This makes early childhood a critical period for the establishment of foundational subconscious programs. Parents, caregivers, and early educational experiences play a significant role in this subconscious programming. Everything from a child's self-esteem to their understanding of the world and their place in it can be shaped during this time. Emotional experiences are particularly potent in creating long-lasting imprints, as emotions often serve as a tag that signals the brain to pay attention and remember. It's not only overt teaching that impacts a child during these years, but also the implicit messages received from the environment. Children are keen observers of emotional nuances and nonverbal cues, so even things left unsaid or unexplained can deeply impact their subconscious programming. Identifying the limiting beliefs or bad programs in your subconscious mind can be crucial for personal growth and transformation. One practical way to pinpoint these problematic patterns is to consider the areas in your life where you're facing challenges or struggles.
The things that come into your life that you like, they come into your life because you have a program to accept them. But those things that we want and we work hard and we sweat over and put a lot of effort, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this happen. I'm working on it. I'm working real hard. Why are you working so hard? And the answer is not because the universe won't give it to you, is because unconsciously your program does not support that destination and you're trying to override it with extra work and effort. So then life becomes a job, more or less, trying to get those things you want when your program unconsciously is sabotaging you.
These struggles often act as signposts pointing towards the underlying beliefs that might be holding you back. For instance, if you find that you're consistently struggling financially, it might be an indication of subconscious beliefs around money. Perhaps you were raised to think that money is the root of all evil, or that you don't deserve to be wealthy. Similarly, if you find that you're having trouble maintaining healthy relationships, you might be harboring subconscious beliefs about your worthiness of love or the trustworthiness of others. But there's a way to replace those bad programs with good ones. According to Dr. Bruce Lipton, the moments just before falling asleep and right upon waking up are opportune times to reprogram your subconscious mind. During these times, you're naturally in a theta brainwave state, which is the same state where subconscious programming occurs most effectively. Dr. Lipton explains that in this theta state, your subconscious mind is in recording mode rather than playing mode, making it more receptive to new information and beliefs. The significance of this is profound. Instead of operating on autopilot with ingrained beliefs and habits, you have a window of time to intentionally feed your subconscious mind with thoughts and ideas that serve you better. This can be particularly useful for those looking to break free from limiting beliefs, addictions, or negative thought patterns. Listening to an audio program before you sleep or right when you wake up can be a highly effective method for reprogramming your subconscious mind. Audio programs designed for this purpose often employ a range of techniques aimed at subconscious reprogramming. These programs are created by experts using different methods. A long time ago, after extensive research, I discovered a platform that offers powerful audio programs specifically designed for subconscious reprogramming. They offer a wide range of programs like you see in this image. I'll put a link in the description below. To maximize effectiveness, choose an audio program that aligns closely with your specific goals or desired changes. Make it a daily practice to listen either before sleep or upon waking, or even better, both. By consistently employing this strategy, you harness the natural characteristics of the theta state to reprogram your subconscious mind more effectively.